Vodafone cares about you and your health. Through our 255 call center, we have empowered Ghanaians from across the country with our unique phone-in medical consultancy. We also bring you Health Fest, where a trained medical team travel the nation giving free medical treatment. But it all started here on your TV screen with the award-winning television program, Healthline. This week on Healthline, the doctors talk about pregnancy. And in the field, we meet Comfort, who has to make a very difficult decision.
Healthy living is within your reach starting today. Welcome to another remarkable episode of Healthline, Vodafone's premier health program that is saving and transforming the lives of so many Ghanaians. Say hi to your host, Lorraine.
Hi.
Papani.
Hi.
Bright.
Hello, everyone.
And myself, Ruth.
Okay, so Dora is calling us from Atebubu. Hi, Dora.
Hello, doctors. Please, for 3 years now, I have tried to get pregnant with no success. Please help me.
You know, technically, when we say somebody has what we call infertility, it's either one or two things. If you've never been pregnant before and you are below the age of 35 years old, you've been trying for 1 year at least. And when we say trying for 1 year, we mean that you're having regular sexual intercourse that leads to ejaculation, and still you are not able to sustain a pregnancy, you're not able to achieve a pregnancy. That is termed infertility. And then, if you're more than 35 years old, we shorten the duration to about 6 months. I hear your cry for help, so I'm going to tell you a few things that could be the problem. Depending on whether or not you were having regular menses before you even got married, that could be an information as to whether or not there's something going on. You find out that some women have so long periods. They go for 6 months and no blood is flowing. When you see that, it could mean that there's a problem with the factory. That is where the eggs are produced from. A very popular condition we call Polycystic Ovarian syndrome. These people can go very long without having their menses. They can grow very big. Then they have a bit of hair on their faces and stuff like that. In some people, they have what we call the tubal factors. You see, when you release the egg has to travel from the ovaries through the tubes where it meets the sperm before it's fertilized. In some people, for one reason or the other, these tubes are blocked from repeated infections earlier on in life that were not treated. And so if the tube is blocked, there's no way for the egg to travel to the womb. Some people also have problems in the womb itself. You can have what we call endometriosis. You can have people whose wombs are stuck together. In that case, you'd also see that your periods would have ended.
Now, Dora, it's actually known that men are more responsible for infertility than women are. So mothers-in-law, please lay off a bit, okay? It could be that the problem is with your husband. Now, for fertility to take place for you to have a baby, there should be an egg being fertilized by a viable, potent sperm. Now, it could be that there's a problem with your husband's sperm count, meaning that he doesn't have enough sperm to cause fertilization. Or it could be that there's an anomaly with the sperm itself. So the sperm itself that he's producing is abnormal, and that could also lead to problems with fertilization. Sometimes there are certain conditions in your vaginal tract. They're so mean to the sperm that they don't enable the sperm to do what it has to do to allow fertilization to take place.
So the thing is important for all couples to understand that it's neither the fault of one person or the other. It could be both your faults. So what you want to do is go see a gynecologist, right? Guys, don't be ashamed. Most of the time, men don't want to go and see a doctor because they don't want to be exposed. but it just might help your situation. If it comes out that you really can't have children, there's opportunity for adoption. So go see a doctor, let him take you through all the questions, do all the necessary tests for you, and then let's see what we can do to help you out.
There's more coming right after the break. On this segment, we discuss some topics relevant to your child's health and growth. This week, it's about depression in children.
Some things to look out for in children who have depression is that you notice they are socially withdrawn. Most of the time, they are sad, they are crying. In school, the teacher would notice the child has poor concentration. And as a parent at home, you'd notice that the child is probably sleeping too much or probably not sleeping well. If these things are not noticed early, your child may start having suicidal ideations or start thinking about suicide. So this is something to really take note of.
In some cases, you can actually have a child who's doing really good in school. You would think, oh, my child does well in school, my child has friends, my child plays football, my child does gymnastics, everything is all good and we're all happy. But one day you sit your child down when you have time for them and then they actually tell you so much and you can't believe that, wow, this guy or this girl has been holding all of this back. You would see that eventually, even as they're growing up, it can actually have an effect on their self-esteem too.
One thing as a parent you should look out for is your child's eating habit. Now, you could have a child that naturally doesn't like food or naturally likes to eat a lot of food. But then if you notice that now your child is binge eating, stuffing their face with food, not because they are hungry, but then they just want to eat anything, and most of the time it's junk food. They stuff their face and then they disappear. Or your child does not want to eat at all. Your child is losing weight. This is something that could show you that your child does have a depressive disorder. If not taken care of, it could have a lot of hazardous effects on your child.
And Lauren, you know, it's so treatable.
Definitely.
You need to see a psychologist or a psychiatrist. If your child is diagnosed with depression, there are so many things that can be done, and your child can actually have cure. But it may take a long time to really get your child kicking, and you need a lot of family support from you. So our Mythbusters question this week comes from the audience.
Hello, doctors. My name is Bernice, and I want to ask this question. I had women with longer menstrual cycle have better chances of conceiving twins. How true is that?
That's a good one, if ever I've heard a good one. You know, there's this fascination with having twins.
Yeah.
Now, firstly, you'd want to know, how do you get twins? We have what we call fraternal twins and we have identical twins. Now, to have fraternal twins, you have two separate eggs that are being released, being fertilized by separate sperm, right? So you'd have twins and they don't really look alike because it's different eggs, different sperms. Or you could have an identical set of twins, which means that you have one egg being fertilized by one sperm, but after the fertilization process, there's a split.
So as for the prolonged menses, I mean, that's something I've never heard about, but there are some things that can actually help you get a twin. For instance, the fact that you have a family history of twins. If your sister or your brother has twins, or probably your parents are twins, or if you're a twin yourself or your uncle is a twin, this increases your chances of also having a twin. However, there are other factors that can increase your chances of having a twin. First of all, the fact that you're an African woman increases your chances of having twins. Actually, I hear that in Nigeria, they actually have a high twin rate. Now, as you grow old, you also naturally increase your chances of having a twin because there are certain hormones that also increase with age. And a very interesting thing, it's actually said that if you're overweight or obese, your chances of having a twin is also increased. So these are things you can consider, and perhaps, you never know, you could get a twin.
It doesn't matter how long you bleed for when you menstruate, it will not increase your chances of having twins. So go and grab a man who is a twin or who has twins in his family. That is what would increase your chances.
The following segment contains material of an adult nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
All right, let's deal with your sex health issues today, and I think we have a text message from Fauzia from Insawam. Fauzia asks, is it safe to have sex during my menses?
Fauzia, I have never come across anything that bars anyone from having sex during your menses. I guess the only thing is about how comfortable you are with it, how comfortable your partner is with it, how very willing you are to wash your bed sheets. Genetically, biologically, I don't see anything wrong with it.
You know, Fozia, there's also a benefit of actually having sex during your menses. You know, when you have your orgasm, there's a chemical that's released which is called endorphins, and this is actually a natural painkiller. So it actually helps reduce the pain you feel during your cramps. But the thing about having sex during your menses is that you must still practice safe sex. The reason being, the cervix is open and there's a lot of blood inside there. And you know blood is a good medium for bacteria. Make sure that you're practicing very hygienic sex in order not to give you an infection that can actually affect your pelvis and cause so many problems.
The show continues after the break.
For over 4 years, Comfort has been the victim of a rare medical condition that has practically put her life in total disorder. Let's meet her.
Pacha friend me Comfort bia mapa. Pacha me kaswa. Nkwa na mete ho. Be say 5 years ni na mete hwe me nan so na mete say ya obi wo mu na me call hospital. Na doctor ne say emu mbuye. Nti wa mama ntwa estri no ma me painkiller. Ene ointment se me mfanfa so. Ena na eba. Na ye me ya. Nso me ntumi na me de kwa abotre clinic kwa chichireye.
Feeling desperate, Comfort went to a number of clinics seeking relief. She met Daniel at one of these clinics.
Nishano at a couple of clinics where I was about hospital where being doctors and an aya. Till now, Mokatan said, I was all by no be allowed, been no try astronomy share and then nano. And you know, I honor a doctor and a catcher and say, oh, share we know so when I be and then I be a developer or from friend and say tumor. For some question, I said, I don't know, dear Bang. So at that time, me go girl, international me read about it. I say, oh, ABB. I say, oh, one hour, don't pay no. Me put me because a road, the penny movie to cry, not activists. Until no, I am very scared. Until now, I say, one pine, I look at us, oh, say, it's a doctor, and I can say, oh, corner some more, doctor, and tell me, oh, meet my own baby.
Comfort was finally referred to St. Joseph Orthopedic Hospital in Kufredia.
Comfort was diagnosed sometime in 2012 as a case of a dense cell tumor on the proximal tibia. The first time she came, the tumor was evacuated, and then we were supposed to put in the bone cement as a temporary measure, and then later on bone chips from the iliac crest, but we didn't find her again. It's been 3 years since she reported here. She was referred to Kolibu Teaching Hospital, but it happened that she didn't honor the referral.
Comfort was so afraid of the surgery, she decided to put up with the pain and did not return to the hospital.
Menino, into me, my men, ye me hairdressing a juma, into me, my men, quay nanny, and into me, poor my men, quite sorry, into me, poor my men, minimum for 4 cry, and yewe, and diagro, the sun say, we are me gentinum, mean to me, poor and chalor cream po. Menine, hammy baby, if you say, mean to me, tia soon po. Namanante. Mensuminio ubia nti say me ya na kakra bia me wo no na wo se me de to ndro na me no.
Yeah, because the problem is I bet they say no. So into no like brothers and sisters, into one a cry and cry, I will ne a fan and a poem with the one some. Sometimes I'll be framing the day they say, pain the end, they upon to me in Quajuma. Into no, now it was worried. Sometimes even he cried with me soon, but I'm so now I don't know what to do to help her.
Me dear, want to me, I say me come home, me trace a kind, a chain bottle, and I may auntie. Ehunya no ji am because my bro wiase simpese me wu na meko e no de meko ma me papa bi e friend of Adankwa we police na ye call ye kwa no ni ho no na yire na wo ho no no okuma ase enti na yire no Ode me koye no se ma threat me ho se me kum me ho ntino. Omo pese me bet no mo nchen.
Comfort's condition continued to worsen, so she decided to return to the hospital.
At this time, when she came from the X-ray, we could find out that the tumor was eating both knee joints, the proximal tibia and the distal femur. So the only way for her to improve her quality of life is to have above knee amputation, so that later on she can have a prosthesis, a lower limb fitted, and then she can work on it.
Doctor say, I just say, you try me nine. I send me to me nine so. You who a woman money say me cooperation now. Maybe I mean to me survive. And I say beer. I mean to me and until woman nine subim. Until ne shame who.
To calm her fears, Vodafone took Comfort to the orthopedic training center in Nsawam so she could get some counseling.
When most of these patients come in, they are scared to lose their legs because they always think about how the society is going to receive them with a disability. So they will prefer to keep the painful leg, the non-functional leg, because of that. Some of them too, for lack of education, do not know what happens even after the amputation. Are they going to forever remain with crutches? Are they forever going to be dependent on their relatives? How about marriage? How about social status? They think about all these and prefer to rather keep their legs than for the legs to be amputated. So when they come to us, we educate. Education takes away most of the fear. So just like we told Comfort, after the amputation, she can go about her normal duties at home. She can go back to work. She can go to church. She can be with her friends. She will have no pain. She will be functional. And that's what matters most than to keep a leg that would eventually kill you. The education really helps. And in addition to that, we counsel them to give them hope. Hope that life can be normal again if they are willing to take that step. When you come here, you see other people. It's a very healthy environment. You share your experiences, then you know that, no, I'm not alone. We have a lot of programs to make them comfortable, right from treatment, individual and group exercises with others. We have the hydrotherapy, playing in the pool. We have a whole lot. So when you leave, you fit into the society. So that's what we do to help our patients, and we're achieving great results.
Now that Comfort has had her fears allayed, she faces further problems.
I'm a bomb pies and I be me boa for mammy. A boa for beboa and I met me a operation. Dear be brave, Sansa, me papa no will be. Now so me can, almost me hoon faso. Me hoon him fast into me to say, rather say, and tear rather into me hoon faso. And now what me mamma got tearshe. And this is a catch me some hoon fast into me, me many pass and me read you man, I'm a dash and uncle Poen.
Me first say I can no better no benya warden. No to me there in Ejuma. I'm hoping Sanka benya warden no to me there and nante on an ano so na.
Me hu say nyame boa me na metimi koyi operation na. E betimi aboa me, ama metimi aye madwuma. Ama metumi anante, ama metumi akome na mfufuo mu. Ama metumi akwa asori, aso menya nkopon a mene no ewo ho. Menim say nyame boa me na me ho to me nyame bebie kwan ama me ama matimi akosua ne nyame pese me achieve in life.
Vodafone listened to Comfort and are now giving her the treatment she needs. The following scenes contain images that could disturb sensitive viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Comfort is given an epidural anesthetic to numb the pain. She'll be awake throughout the procedure.
ade fefefe tisisi ene de esi ama me ma brabo ntimede nyankopon ase bebre.
The surgery involves the amputation of the lower limb above the knee joint. A stump is made so that it can be remodeled or modeled by the limb fitting unit. That will give her a prosthesis to work on. Now what is left is for the wound to heal, and we'll hand her over to the physiotherapist. With the lower limb prosthesis given, she'll be able to do some work like hairdressing or tailoring or whatever. At least that will increase or raise her quality of life.
Vodafone would like to thank the St. Joseph Orthopedic Hospital and the Orthopedic Training Center for all they have done for comfort.
Akaba. Said it means when you are J, why I fell off on to talk. Sisi a why surgery na wie. Sisi a brabo mo te sen.
Mpacha nyame adum bibia ye mame. Esan se tamana menye surgery ne ye no na nyama nkosi mame ntumi nkonipa mu. Sanse menante enye. But sisi ye surgery ne wie mi hu se bibia ye mame.
Na ye surgery no wie no mate se o orthopedic training center ho. O got na ho no ho te sen.
Mpacha me ko ho no no mu receive me ye pa mo ni agi se o ma hu me sanse tamana me ba be ye operation ko hu o mtumi samba ye no mo ni agi pa se makọ na maba asunye mu ntine ho no mo de me be fa o de me fa training mu se na metumi de me metumi anante na mo na ade.
Mijiri sansa na obeye surgery na onana eya oya pa. Sisi aye surgery no etisen.
Mpacha na me ya pa na mentumi mpo njuna so ntina me kitadua mpo na mede nante. Ba sisi eye me hu se eye mitimi tena se cafes na metena se agi se me so me nan no ma ba enne me hu se eye.
Edenya me ase. Na Vodafone for so omeni age pa na mo ade ketu bia mo de ba ma na abo ama ho aton ntem. Inti mo envelope wa ha Vodafone for say memfa ma.
Na kache Vodafone for ni se nyankopon enhiro mo. Nyankopon ohira Abraham no. Onhira Vodafone for no na bibiara o bibiara enye ye no madwuma no so ntumpon na nipa nyina hu na nyame aye. Ona meso aye no nhira madwuma no na nkoso. Do masen so ewo moa o maboa me abedu.
Comfort yadawasese wabeka ho aha. This brings us to the end of this episode. To the studio audience, thanks for coming. And to the viewers, thanks for your input. My last words, respect your health, eat well, and dance forever. Goodbye.
If you have been moved by the stories or issues you've seen on Healthline, you can donate 1 Ghana cedi by texting GIVE to 133. If you want to donate more than 1 Ghana cedi, please dial *133# and follow the prompts. Next week on Healthline, we meet the team from KidsPal, who are dedicated to health education in schools. We then catch up with Stella from last season.
Vodafone, power to you.